Hey YouTube, what's going on? It's been a while since my last video, but it was time to put out something new, and it was the perfect timing because a very good friend of mine, a retired Marine Colonel that I used to serve with, he now may or may not work for a three-letter agency, but he dropped off two fully suppressed SBR 300 blackouts. They're like honey badger clones. We're gonna call them dirt squirrels or whatever you want to call them, but they have the trash panda cans on both, and it's his and his wife's. They're his and hers, so we'll just call him we'll call them Mr. and Miss Smith. But anyway, he dropped them off and he's like, hey, I want folding stocks put on these. So I'm like, absolutely, I'll do it for you. So he's like, put the folding stocks on. After you get them on, you can do a video if you want. You can go run them at the range. I got about 10 loaded mags in there. So I'm like, perfect. So one thing about these things, they got Riker grips. I had never seen Riker grips before, so I'll just go ahead and show you one of them. I have the other one up here on the vise. But so yeah, so that's a Riker grip. I had never seen that before. Pretty. Let me see if I can put it this way so you can see it. It's called Riker, R-Y-K-E-R. Kind of hold it out, and I'm fully extended, so it feels comfortable to me. I haven't shot like this, but I'm definitely gonna go do it. But yeah, he has those two trash pandas on the front. I don't know if you can see the same ones the honey badgers have, and he has, these are two identical. Here's the other one on the grip right here. It's sitting here waiting for me to put these folding stocks on it. So they're the two twins, Mr. and Miss Smith. So I got the Law Tactical folding stock adapters, the Gen 3s. I just got these in today, so I'm gonna go ahead and install these, and I'm gonna do a video installing. I'll do one, make sure, I changed stocks out many times before. I never did a folding adapter, so I'll go ahead and do one, and then I'll do a video of the other. And then I'll get a video of me shooting this thing. I can't wait. These cans are sick. This is what it would look like can off. That's it. Can on. So yeah, I'll run these. I'll get these folding adapters attached, and then I'll go run a few mags through these things just to see how this thing shoots. Man, I love these grips. I'm gonna have to order some of these. All right, so I've already installed the folding stock on this one, and it's all good to go. So it folds and it's good to go. So I'm gonna go ahead and do this one. So step by step, the first thing you wanna do is you obviously wanna make sure that rifle is clear. You wanna physically, inspect and visibly inspect, as we always do, make sure it's good to go, it's clear. So, second step, you're gonna remove that upper receiver from the lower. So, take those pins out. That way, we can just deal with, and I'm doing this way instead of in the vise, so you can just see every movement, because sometimes it's hard to see doing it up there, so it's a little harder this way. So I'll just take the upper receiver off. Put that right there. All right, so your first step you wanna do is you wanna take out your buffer and buffer spring. So we'll take that out. We'll just put this here. And then you're gonna have to have a gunsmith tool to take off your buffer spring. Kind of looks like this. You can get those on Amazon, get them anywhere. And then you wanna take your buffer tube off. It's a little tight taking one off the first time. So one thing you don't wanna lose when you take these off is you do not wanna lose your buffer tube retainer pin. It's under pressure, so as you screw this off, kind of hold it down in here with your finger. So once you get this off, it'll come loose. One thing I found useful is I have this like armorer's mat, and these are magnetized, so I don't lose pieces. They just stick there. So just put that there as I take this off. All right. Now, you want to get that Law Tactical folding adapter piece. You want to get all the pieces out. Get that out of there. us Marines, we don't know how to take stuff out neatly. Just rip it and get it out of there. All right. So, first thing you want to do is there's a plate on here that you need to take this plate off because this hinge, you're gonna have to put it back on once it's on the lower receiver, on the buffer tube. So you want to find the correct size hex tool or whatever you have to take it off. And you want to make sure you don't take off the hinge screw. It's this plate. That's the button where you push to fold it. You're taking that out. So we're gonna go ahead and get that out of there. And it's under a spring tension too, so you gotta be careful. There's a spring for that button. All that's gonna come out. Just remember not to take out the hinge screw. So I'll put this over here. We don't wanna lose those pieces. All right, now we're gonna put this here. And it comes with this flange. You're just gonna screw that in there. And it has a flange tool that comes with it. Looks like this. It's gonna be in your folding adapter kit. Let's just open this fully so it's out of the way when we do this part. So we'll put this here. And you'll know when this is fully tight because your flange will bend when you apply the torque to it. Takes a few times around, but you'll get it in there. There we go. Now you just turn it until this metal starts bending and you know you got it right. So after you get that piece in there, what you're gonna do is you're gonna put this piece back in. So you're gonna flip this over and you're gonna do exact backwards. You're gonna put the screw, this back in here. And you put the plate back on, it only goes one way. And put the screw back in. And we'll screw that down like that. Once we have that in, next thing you want to do is this little side screw that you just want to screw down to keep it fitted to the body of the lower receiver and handguard. So now that you have this piece, now you have the folding part attached. Next thing you want to do is you want to attach your, where is it? Oh, yep, your buffer tube retention and spring in this part, because now this is going to act as if it was the body of your rifle and buffer tube. So obviously you're going to have to hold that down with your finger a little bit as you screw your buffer tube back. Your stock back on, and it'll come to a point where it'll catch the lip. You're gonna have to hold this down. Hold on, let me push it down again. All right. There we go. And then you'll have to use your tool the rest of the way to make sure it's secure. Hold on, let me get this out of the way. There we go. And we'll just make sure it's tightened down a little bit. All right, now you reinsert your buffer tube and spring. I'm sweating, I just came from outside. It's hot down here in Florida. Come on. There we go. And boom. Now, you're folding stocks, but you're not done yet. Now, you wanna put this back onto the upper receiver, back onto the upper, back onto the lower. this here, and then you're gonna install the bolt extender. So we'll open this up, that button, and with the button pushed in, you'll pull the charger handle back so the bolt's extended. This comes a little dry, so I kind of put a little gun oil on that. And then we're gonna insert that to the first shoulder like this. And then push the button back in, push the bolt, bam. Folding stock installed. Close, open, up, fold it, push the button in, folds out, fully folded. Function check on the weapon. And ladies and gentlemen, that's how you install a Law Tactical folding stock. Now, I gotta get these things to the range. I don't know, maybe the next couple days, but I'll get them out there and run them and see how they go. I got your Law Tactical folding stock on there. Seems operational, I just ran it. We're gonna run it again though. Sounds good to me. We're good to go.